about this. This is our first time being here. We thank you for allowing this time and taking out 10 or 15 minutes with us. We have a very special recognition and award that we'd like to make. Again, I'm Phyllis Tolles, and I'm the manager of the Folsom Excellence Program. And Folsom Excellence is one of the main sponsors from Intel for this program. I've been partnering with Javier on this since 2007. And Javier Martinez has been the lead volunteer project manager on this for all of those years, since 2007. And today we wanted to take some time to recognize and reward Javier. While we are calling Javier up, we're going to have some slides up there. We have some very special people in the house today. We have with us as well Eric Mincer, and Eric Mincer is the Vice President of IAG and Director of VPG. All those acronyms for you, but I'm going to bring Eric Mincer up, and he's going to have a few words and actually present Javier with this award, and then we're going to ask Brian, who is Javier's manager, to also come up and have some words. Let's put our hands together and receive Eric Mincer.
Hey everybody, are you having fun? This is the first, I've known this is going on, but this is the first time I've been here, and it's phenomenal. And I can't believe, how cool this is to see, all this going on. Of course, with Intel, we're really into technology, and all those acronyms that Phyllis said. Basically, I do gaming, I do graphics. So I look at all of you as, my gosh, this is the guys that we're trying to create technologies that makes incredible games for you. And there's some really neat stuff coming down the road for you. But today, this is really about having fun. That's really important for Intel. We take it very seriously with giving back to the community, and through Javier's leadership over the past, 7 years you've been doing this?
5, 6 years.
It was 5, 6 years. It's been donated to the local community. What is it, Phyllis? $70,000. It's great. You're having fun, and at the same time, we're doing something wonderful for the community. And this is all because of one person. And this is because of what Javier has done. He doesn't get paid to do this, by the way. He does it because he loves it. He's doing it for you. So we want to recognize Javier. This is in recognition of your exceptional leadership and commitment to Intel LANFest. This is
Thanks, Eric. So hey, just like Eric, this is my first time being here at LANFest. I did some LAN party and all about. He's like, well, it really doesn't take that much of my time, just like 75 hours twice a year, maybe 100 hours twice a year. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I got this guy who's never even doing anything at work. Truth is, he does all of this on his own time, and he makes up for it, and he does it, and I asked him why he does it, and he says, because I love people, I love the game, I love the skills this gives me in terms of being a project manager and getting to do some really cool.
Eric mentioned the proceeds from this go to benefit what is called the United Way Community Giving Campaign for Intel, and we have Annette Bachmeyer, who
with Javier on this through the campaign for the past 5 years, and I just can't tell you how great it is to have him involved. And the piece I see is afterwards, is what you come here and you guys enjoy, the gaming aspect of it, but all the proceeds go to the local nonprofits in our area. And one of the ways that we try to integrate it into the event is that we try to find nonprofits that have youth that are interested in gaming. So this particular year we have the Muscular Dystrophy Association as a part of the event, and Javier will be presenting them with a $12,000 check. And I just want to add one more thing. So, Javier does this and brings in these proceeds. The Intel Foundation will actually do a match of these dollars. So the impact in the community is twice as big, and the match actually goes through the local United Way. So I'd like to introduce Andy Sheehy, who's here to say a few words as well.
Thank you so much. It's interesting being in an industry like a nonprofit and working for a United Way. You see so many different things and so many heartbreaking things at times. But through the years, what I found is I no longer get discouraged anymore. In fact, I have a lot of optimism because I know that there is a company out there called Intel. And with the employees of Intel and through the leadership all the way down, really focusing on community giving, giving back to the community is a big focus. And so I feel really good about what I see in the community because I know that there's organizations out there like Intel that are doing great work. And one of the great things that they do is they, as you know, is they find people and people rise up on their own as leaders to go out and do things for others and raise a lot of money and put in the hours and volunteer and do all sorts of things that can really, really make an impact on people's lives. And Javier, as you heard, $70,000 is a lot of money. Nonprofits are so used to taking as little as they can and doing as best they can with it, leveraging those dollars. So you take $70,000 that Javier was able to raise over the LANFest, him managing LANFest here. I can't even begin to quantify the amount of lives that he's been able to touch, and everyone who's participated as well. But because of his leadership, just hundreds and hundreds of lives have been truly touched as a result of Javier's leadership, and the community really benefits from that. And I'd like to introduce to you, we're going to keep introducing folks, I'd like to introduce to you a couple of the beneficiaries. Koinonia is an outstanding nonprofit organization that's a certified nonprofit partner of United Way, and they focus on foster youth. They have houses all over that are focusing their group homes that help these young people get back on track to be able to live a fruitful life once they emancipate. And I'd like to introduce them now, and I know Javier knows how impactful Koinonia is because he's been out there.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Javier. This is so cool. We were one of the beneficiaries, have been over the several times over the last couple of years, and for us it's huge. We're with Koinonia Homes for Teens, my wife Kamala. We have a number of homes out there doing substance abuse treatment for foster youth, all adolescent. Javier has come out, has encouraged the kids. They got to come here, of course, as the day of the event, but we actually had a couple participants the year that we were involved. It was wonderful. And with us, Javier leaves a legacy. Part of the money that we received from Intel through this program was created the culinary arts program we have. It continues on today, that Intel continues to support. So, thank you, Javier. Hats off to Intel. The culture of volunteerism here is so exceptional. And as a nonprofit, as a United Way provider, we are just blessed by you guys, and by you guys doing this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bill. And as you know, today money is being raised for the Muscular Dystrophy Association, a great organization that I know very well. Jamie Wilbur is here. She can come up real quick. And the great thing about this, you see these young men here, right here, that go to our MDA summer camp, which is a fantastic thing for kids in the summer here, local kids that will be beneficiaries of the funds here today. So Jamie's going to talk to you a little bit about that.
Thank you guys so much for including us this year and making us part of your great event. So I can't tell you how excited the parents and the kids were to know that they got to come out here today. So I am the healthcare services director, but I'm also the camp director. So I do both jobs in my office. And camp it's really hard for me to quantify it and put it into words for you. The families are much better at it, which is why I do want you to meet these kids today. But it is the 1 week that the kids look forward to out of the entire year. So the parents will tell us that leading up to Christmas week is like the only week that they don't talk about camp, because then it's Christmas. But as soon as Christmas is over with, it's camp, 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 until camp happens, and then it's camp after camp. So it is really an entire week that's dedicated just to their abilities and what they're able to do at camp. It teaches them independence, so from their families and from the caregivers that they normally have every day, which is a skill that they're going to need later in life. So I wanted to introduce you just really quickly to who we have in the room here.
Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
Hey, Joseph.
Hi, my name is Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
attending several of our events lately, and he's become a local Goodwill ambassador for MDA, so he wanted to thank you guys as well today and tell you a little bit about what Camp means to him.
Camp means a lot to me. It's a place where all the kids can attend. My favorite thing is art.
Got that?
Very good.
Just to give you guys an idea, MDA's been around for a long time. So our pilot camp program started in 1950 with just a handful of kids. So, and since then, we've continued to grow, and we have more than 90 camps across the country. So we have 4 in the state of California. And we don't tell any child that they can't come to camp. So every single child that has one of our diseases, if they want to attend camp, they get to go to camp. So what you guys do is amazing. So you guys are actually changing lives for us as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And once again, Javier, thank you so much. Like Annette had spoke about before, the matching funds do come to our local United Way, where we do a whole host of things that help families here in the local area have the building blocks for a healthier life. Thank you so much. The largest private sector contributor to United Way is right here at Intel. And Javier, you're a leader here, and we really appreciate it. So we have an appreciation here, an award for you to Javier Martinez, Intel Corporation, for outstanding community support, and without a doubt, a whole lot of leadership. So thank you very much, Javier.
Won't take much time. I know you guys want to get back to gaming. I do want to say a few words. I am really thankful for the awards. I do this out of my heart. I really want to have an impact in the community more than just the hours that I put here. I think I'm just the face of a big organization that we have here. We have a ton of volunteers that help put this event together. It's not a one-man work, as you know. A ton of people put their hours after hours and their knowledge to bring the event that you see today and in the future. So give them a big round of applause.
And he has it. We put together a nice poster with all the photos, a collage from Javier. Thank you for your help in putting this together. Javier, again, you know, we've been partnering on this since 2007. It's been a pleasure to work with you. I know that you're dedicated, you stress. Javier puts in, even though he doesn't tell his manager, Brian, close your ears, Javier puts in 100 hours per LANFest, above and beyond his day job. So he puts in about 200 hours a year on these. So Javier, it's been great to work with you. Thank you.